for more than anything is for us to love her and want to be like her. And she can't get it across the finish line.
No. That whole fucking thing. That thing. But yeah, the war room, I guess it makes sense. Look, these people.
And all of this is exhibit A as to why. And by the way, Jamie sitting there.
Seems like that lady is a temptress. She's a siren. She's lured him into the rocks.
I haven't heard that term in a while. She's a harlot. Almost.
She's was, essentially infiltrated by a very ambitious actress. You know, she used to be on Deal or No Deal.
Do not forget to subscribe. Joe Rogan has built a reputation for being outspoken. No stranger to calling out celebrities when he believes they've crossed a line. But this latest claim has caught everyone's attention. Allegedly, Joe Rogan took Meghan Markle to task on live TV, completely destroying her for faking her royal status. Yes, you heard that right. This is the latest gossip making waves across the internet. Could it really be true? Was Joe Rogan really calling out Meghan Markle, a woman who's never been shy to voice her thoughts over her royal life and everything that comes with it? These questions are stirring up the pot, and the details about this alleged encounter are already sending shockwaves through the media. So what happened? According to insiders, this moment unfolded on Rogan's wildly popular podcast, where his guests, who have been known to speak their minds, apparently turned the spotlight onto Meghan's complicated history with the royal family, with Rogan allegedly going off script in a big way. It seems this may be yet another dramatic moment in the ongoing saga of the Duke and Duchess of Sussex. But was it as explosive as the rumours suggest? Or is this just another exaggerated headline? Let's dive in and separate fact from fiction. According to several sources close to the production, the drama unfolded during a recent episode of the Joe Rogan Experience, where Rogan was discussing the impact of the royal family on global celebrities. Meghan Markle's name allegedly came up in a conversation, and that's when things took an unexpected turn. Insiders claim that Joe, never one to shy away from controversy, let loose on Meghan, accusing her of faking her royal status in front of millions of viewers. The comment, allegedly harsh and blunt, was said to have caught everyone by surprise. But was it really the hard-hitting slam that everyone is claiming? Or was it more of a casual remark that the media sensationalized? Some speculate that Rogan's frustration with Meghan's constant public statements and her struggle with her royal identity led to this moment of what many are calling destruction. But let's remember, this information is coming from people behind the scenes, not from Rogan himself, and there has yet to be any official confirmation. Regardless, the drama surrounding Meghan Markle, as usual, is enough to keep the world talking. To understand why Joe Rogan might have made such a bold claim, we need to dig into the dynamics of his podcast and the persona he's built over the years. Rogan has a reputation for speaking his mind without holding back, especially when it comes to controversial topics like the royal family. Meghan Markle, being the polarizing figure that she is, has always been a hot-button issue, and her departure from the royal family only added fuel to the fire. Sources claim that Rogan has often expressed frustration with the way Meghan and Harry have dealt with the media, especially their outspoken nature about their time as royals. If the alleged conversation did happen, Rogan's comments could have been an expression of his belief that Meghan's relationship with the royal family was fabricated for personal gain. Was this an attack on her character? Or was it simply Joe Rogan's way of calling out a celebrity who's been under public scrutiny for years? The answer remains unclear, but the speculation alone has created a whirlwind of buzz. Still, we must be cautious and remember that this all comes from anonymous sources, so it's hard to verify the true extent of what was actually said. Meghan Markle's royal status has always been a topic of debate. Many feel that she used her marriage to Prince Harry as a stepping stone into a world of fame and fortune, while others believe she genuinely wanted to make a difference as a royal. However, after stepping back from royal duties, the public's perception of Meghan has been anything but straightforward. Some admire her for being outspoken and fighting for causes she believes in, while others view her as someone who's capitalized on her royal ties to further her own brand. If Joe Rogan's comments are to be believed, it's possible that he saw Meghan's exit from royal life as a betrayal of sorts, using her connection to the royals to boost her own profile. In the world of celebrity gossip, this kind of speculation is bound to generate headlines. After all, there's no shortage of people who are ready to tear down someone who's been so publicly successful. But again, it's important to consider the context. This is all part of the larger narrative surrounding Meghan Markle, one that has been constantly shifting since her marriage to Harry. If the alleged comments did occur, it's safe to say that the public reaction would have been as dramatic as we expect from any story involving Meghan Markle. Rogan's fans might have been quick to rally behind him, agreeing with his take on Meghan's royal life and her public persona. After all, Rogan has a massive following, and many of his listeners are known for being vocal about their opinions on celebrities and the media. On the flip side, Meghan's supporters would likely see Rogan's comments as yet another attack on her, something she's become all too familiar with. This could have sparked a divide between the two camps, with people either backing Joe's direct approach or condemning him for targeting someone who's already been through so much. Regardless of which side you're on, one thing's for sure: Joe Rogan's name is now synonymous with a potential royal showdown, and whether or not this actually happened, the rumors are enough to keep everyone talking. The clash of personalities between Rogan and Meghan is something fans have been waiting for, and if this really did go down, it could only add to the ever-growing tension. A key component in any gossip story is the insiders, the people who are said to know what's really going on behind the scenes. In this case, the supposed details about Joe Rogan's alleged comments towards Meghan Markle come from unnamed sources who claim to have witnessed the interaction on set or heard about it from crew members. But how reliable are these sources? We can't know for sure. The fact that these insiders are anonymous means we should take their words with a grain of salt. In the world of gossip, information is often passed through many hands before it reaches the public, and by then, it can be distorted or exaggerated. That's why it's important to be cautious about the claims being made. Just because a source says something doesn't mean it's gospel truth. So, while it's tempting to get wrapped up in the drama and scandal of it all, we need to remember that we're dealing with speculation, not hard facts. Until Rogan or his team confirm or deny the story, we're left to rely on the word of those who may or may not have been in the room when the alleged incident occurred. So far, there has been no official response from Meghan Markle regarding Joe Rogan's alleged comments. Whether that means she's choosing to ignore the gossip or whether she hasn't heard about it yet is unclear. However, Meghan is no stranger to responding to public criticism, and in the past, she's made her voice heard when she feels it's necessary. If this story picks up enough steam, it's possible that Meghan could issue a statement, either through her representatives or on social media. However, she might also choose to stay silent, letting the rumors die down on their own, as she has done in the past. It's hard to say how Meghan would handle this particular situation, especially since the claims are coming from a podcast that's known for its no-holds-barred style. But one thing is certain: if this story continues to gain traction, We might hear from Meghan sooner rather than later, adding another layer to this already messy situation. As for Joe Rogan, this kind of headline is nothing new. He's been at the center of controversies before, often for his candid and blunt opinions. Rogan has built a career on speaking freely, and his fans appreciate his unfiltered take on the world of politics, culture, and celebrities. However, this potential clash with Meghan Markle could bring new attention to his podcast, both positive and negative. Supporters might rally behind him, viewing his comments as a brave stand against the royal family and celebrity culture. Detractors, on the other hand, may criticize him for attacking Meghan, a figure who already faces enough public criticism. Regardless of how this plays out, Rogan's reputation is built on moments like these. Highly publicized, controversial, statements that get people talking. Whether he intentionally set out to provoke Meghan or simply spoke his mind in a way that went viral, one thing is clear: Joe Rogan has a knack for making headlines. The role of gossip in shaping public opinion. In the world of celebrity gossip, rumors often take on a life of their own. Stories like this one, whether true or not, are spread quickly through social media, and the public begins to form opinions before the facts are even clear. Meghan Markle's reputation, in particular, has been shaped by the media from the moment she stepped into the public eye. Every move she makes is scrutinized, and gossip surrounding her only fuels the fire. In many ways, gossip can shape public opinion, creating narratives around celebrities that stick, whether they're true or not. This story about Joe Rogan allegedly destroying Meghan Markle could add to that narrative, influencing how the public perceives her in the future. But as with all gossips, it's important to remember that not everything we hear is based in fact, conclusion, and what we can take away. So, did Joe Rogan really destroy Meghan Markle on live TV? The truth is, we may never know for sure. The details of this alleged encounter are murky, and we're left with speculation, anonymous sources, and a whole lot of drama. While the story has captivated the public's attention, it's important to keep in mind that much of what we've heard comes from insiders with unclear motivations. As the gossip continues to swirl, it's up to us to decide how much weight we want to give to these claims. Whether this alleged incident happened or not, the fact remains that Joe Rogan and Meghan Markle are two of the most talked about figures in modern media, and that in itself is enough to keep the conversation going.
Well, Harlot's bad, right? She's just powerful. Wasn't there some speculation that she was on Epstein's yacht at one point in time?
I take that back.
Yeah.
It's a her.
As she does in every single interview, because she has to remind us that she has a proximity to him that, for more than anything, is for us to love her and want to be like her, and she can't get it across the finish line.
No.
That whole fucking thing.
That thing. But yeah, the war room, I guess it makes sense. Look, these people.
And all of this is exhibit A as to why. And by the way, Jamie sitting there.
Seems like that lady is a temptress. She's a siren. She's lured him into the rocks.
I haven't heard that term in a long time. She's a harlot. Almost.
She's was, essentially infiltrated by a very ambitious actress. You know, she used to